Howdy, Ayebawl here. Welcome to another episode of Factorio with Arumba's Angel plus Bob Mods Pack. This is episode 11. So, we're going to continue on with the oil and gas area. I'm setting up an actual pure water filtration. Excuse me, just from lake water. We'll end up with pure water and saline water. We're going to need the extra purification water because the sulfur water just isn't enough to keep up with demand. So I'm trying to set up plastic, but I was getting confused between the methane and methanol. So what I needed was one more machine, and then I was able to get it to work out. So I was wanting to kind of set it up in a neat pattern, but it just wasn't working out. I couldn't do it straight in a line because the outputs would interfere with the inputs, and doing in vertical still wasn't going to work out. So I had to stagger them. I set it up so that the robots will bring in the methanol. Methanol got turned to methane, methane will then turn into plastic. So that saffrite node resource there on the ground, it's almost finished. And as soon as that gets done, I'll start with the railroad and start inputting saffrite from the east. So I go ahead and set down the robo ports so the robots start getting to work. I still got to produce a lot of steel barrels for them to start moving around. Now that I finally got methane, I can finally start making my plastic. I'm sorry, propane. What was it? Methanol to methane to propane to plastic. That's what it was. And then the propane gas will just be stored in a tank for right now. I believe there were some more buildings before that was producing more of the purple gas. I just can't recall what they were. So I'll just figure I'll just go ahead and store it for now. I know that I was using it to make lubricant, but I got plenty of lubricant right now. And the only thing I need lubricant for was electric engines to make robots, and making robots is kind of on hold. So I made some red assemblers from past episodes, and I finally placed them down to speed up the red and green. But it ended up being kind of mute because I just went through all the research, and all red science and red and green science have been completely researched. So the only thing that's needed now are the red, green, and blue, or red, green, and military science. So I need to set up blue science being automated, but I'm going to come back to that. Still need to work on the gas and oil area because I am not making enough plastic, and I also need to start making that brown fluid for the etching of the white circuit boards. Alright, so now plastic's being made, sulfuric acid's being made, and I figure that's good enough for right now. I've got steel barrels being made, and the robots are moving everything around. So I'll just give this time to stabilize for right now. So I take the oil and gas that I had storage previously, and I'm going ahead and distribute those back into the tanks now. So that passive ride chest just ended up being 2 spaces outside the logistics network, so I'll have to come back later and manually get rid of it, or manually move the steel barrels. So I'll move the plastic down so that transistors start getting made so that the uh, circuit boards there can start getting produced again, since they are part of Blue Science. I collect some more transistors because I felt like I needed some more logistics robots up in the oil and gas area. But by the time I get back up there to place them there, they've already have the area stabilized. So I figured to have all requester chests requesting any kind of oil or gas to be just set at 40 barrels. It should be plenty, considering that all of oil and gas right now is pretty much on scarce resources since I've only got 2 nodes of each. Now I am pretty close to 3 more oil nodes. I just haven't tapped into them yet, and the gas nodes that are close by are even further east. So before I even get to the gas nodes, I'm going to have to clear out those spider's nests that are out there. Speaking of which, I haven't been attacked in forever from the spiders. I probably need to set something up on the east side. So I go ahead and expand the science areas so that it can handle blue science and the military science packs. I just use the standard long reach inserters, clear out the power poles, and then put in some lights. So blue science still pretty standard from vanilla, where it takes 12 seconds. So you pretty much need twice as much blue science as you have green science. But there is no way I'm going to be able to produce enough circuits to be able to utilize all 12 assemblies. But they're there. I'll figure out the bottleneck somewhere else, somewhere else down the line, and try and produce more. So blue science takes 12 seconds, where the engines take 20 seconds. So I was thinking I was going to need like tons of engines just to keep up with the blue science, but I end up outdoing it there. So I'm noticing that I'm most definitely going to be needing steel. So I go ahead and set up some chests, just start dumping iron plate into the steel furnace area. So I am getting kind of low on my iron plate. I think the last time I checked it, I was sitting at half from the last time I stated, so I'm around 37,000 iron plate. Figured it'd be best just to have the logistics robots to bring over the yellow assemblers and the circuit boards over. Thing was, I think I only have like, it was either 10 or 20, and they can only carry one each right now. So they're just gonna have an endless, thankless job. I need to upgrade their speed and carrying capacity, which I'll probably set the research to for next episode. So I also go ahead and double the steel smelting area. I really don't want steel to be a backup issue or a short point issue. And then I squeeze in four more. So we're down to just a little bit more, but I can still have three drills hitting them, so not too much longer. Most definitely will be next episode when I build the trains. So there you have it. Next episode, I start working on the brown fluid for the etching of the white circuit boards. Set up trains, start hauling over the sapphirite from the east, and I try to build some defenses on the east side, make sure that no buyers get through, because having to rebuild this stuff now will just take forever. All right, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.